5-year-old Sahara Dwight was R-worded and unalived by 16-year-old Dustin Wallace, and thanks to Senate Bill 1008, it looks like he's gonna be set free. It all started when 5-year-old Sahara Dwight lived in Roseburg, Oregon with her mother and siblings. At the time, her mother was in a relationship with the father of Dustin Wallace, the 16-year-old who was later convicted. Anyways, Dustin had come from Oklahoma to visit his father and was temporarily staying in Sahara's home. Okay, so during Dustin's stay, sometime during the night when everyone in the household was sleeping, Dustin snuck over to the little kid's room. It was a bedroom that Sahara shared with her little brother. Dustin then began to sexually assault Sahara. Sahara woke up and began resisting and struggling. Dustin would not stop the assault, so Sahara fought harder and tried to scream. However, Dustin put his hand over Sahara's mouth and began to smother her while he continued to R-word her. And although Sahara put up a big fight, she ended up dying. Dustin smothered her to death. He was convicted of 9 counts and was to serve 2 life sentences in prison. However, in 2019, Oregon passed Senate Bill 1008. And what that bill means is that it wants to change how minors are sentenced for serious crimes. The whole idea behind it is that teenagers' brains aren't fully developed yet and they can be impulsive, and some deserve a second chance instead of being thrown away forever. Because of that law, a few major things changed. Juveniles aren't likely to be tried as adults, and judges can now revisit long sentences later on, and minors can no longer automatically get life without parole. And what this means for the Dwight family and all of Oregon, really, the whole public, is that Dustin Wallace can be set free soon. His release hearing is set on June 3rd of this year. And from what Sahara's dad is told, is that they have a good case to release him. And all that family could do is give an impact statement. And an impact statement is when the victim's family or loved ones tell the court or parole board how the crime affected their lives. That's it. Sahara Grace Dwight was only 5 years old when she was raped and murdered in 2010 by 16-year-old Dustin Wallace. The crime was so horrific, so much that the judge sentenced him to life without parole. See, that judge knew how fucking terrible that crime was. But then in 2019, SB 1008 was signed into law by Kate Brown, which means someone like Dustin could be released very, 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 very soon. A lot of people are asking how they can help stop Dustin from potentially being released. And honestly, the biggest thing is keeping public attention on Sahara's case. People can submit victim impact statements, attend hearings, contact the Oregon Parole Board, and speak up about why they believe he's still a danger to society. Others are making petitions, posting videos, and spreading awareness online so this case doesn't quietly disappear. Sahara no longer has a voice, so we have to be that voice for her. Dustin gets to live, and Sahara didn't even make it to her 6th birthday. It sucks because at what point does the system finally admit that these offenders are dangerous and are gonna reoffend? We've seen countless cases where violent sexual predators get released just so that they could commit the same crimes again, if not worse crimes. People keep defending Dustin Wallace by saying he was just a child, he had ADHD, he had depression, but guess what? Millions of people have those things. We have those same issues. We're not murdering someone. We all have mental health struggles, and that shouldn't turn us automatically into a violent predator. And when you look at the brutality of what happened to Sahara, this was not some impulsive teenage mistake. What he did was fucking cold-hearted, and it was calculated. So how many times does this need to happen to bring back public executions and not to release these monsters out into the public? So what I need from you guys is to submit your statements, attend the hearing, spread the word, make a video about this, whatever you could do. In my bio, I also attached a link for the petition. I also tagged Sahara's dad in the comment box. I strongly urge you and your family to help with anything. Any little thing helps. There's also a link for a GoFundMe for Sahara's family. Like I said, anything helps. Please spread the word.